Hello everybody, Lord Almighty here. Today is Saturday, April 11th, 2020, and suddenly my options for where to go fishing have become a lot more limited. In New Jersey, the state and county parks have all been shut down. Apparently there was a lot of people observed not following the social distancing guidelines that have been put in place since the start of the pandemic lockdown, not to mention cases of littering and people just generally being disrespectful. So instead of addressing all of those cases individually, the state just decided to shut everything down. So once again, it looks like a handful of people have just ruined things for the rest of us. But fortunately, there are a few local spots that are still open, including this pond. So I've come here today to see if I couldn't get into some kind of a pre-spawn bass bite. I'm going to start by throwing around my favorite spring lure, which is the black and blue chatterbait. This has done well for me here in the past. I'm hoping the magic has not faded. Not 100% sure what the bite is going to be like today. We are in a high pressure system right now. We had some big storms move through the area the past couple days, and yesterday afternoon we had the high pressure move in. It's mostly sunny today. We got a nice breeze, so that might throw off the bite a little bit. But on the other hand, water temps are in the 50s, which means these fish should be waking up and getting into their pre-spawn mindset. Is that a fish? No. What is this? It's a visor. Huh. At least I'm cleaning the place up a little bit. Where's the nearest trash can? There's one over there. Catch of the day so far. Guys, the wind's only been getting stronger since I started, and it does not appear to be helping the bite at all. So I think I'm gonna give this place maybe another half hour or so. If I don't get bit, I'm gonna bail and go someplace else. Well, to say that the bite has been slow here is a gross understatement. This place looks absolutely dead. So I'm gonna go ahead and call it quits here and try another spot that I have a little bit more faith in. So sit tight and I will see you in a couple of seconds. Alright guys, here we are at spot number 2. I downsized to a spinning rod and gonna start throwing around the inline spinner. And I'm gonna see if this pond treats me any better than that last one did. It would almost have to by default. Oh no. Damn it. Oh, that's one of my favorite spinners too. Come on, give it back, give it back. Thank you. That was close. I thought for sure I lost it. Is that a fish? Hell yeah, it's a fish. Man, he hit that as soon as it hit the water. Like, I literally did not even get a crank in, and he was all over it. It's a decent pickerel, too. I must have dropped this thing right in his mouth. All right. Easy, buddy. Gonna get my pliers for you. Stop moving! There we go. Okay. This one's full of piss and vinegar. Okay. Get a good look before he flops out of my hands, and oh, there he goes. He did not want to stick around. There's a fish. Ah, it's a little largemouth. Alright. Made a lure change over to the swim bait. Well guys, my battery conked out, so you didn't get to see the release. But as I was saying, I made a lure change over to the swim bait because I wasn't getting much action on that spinner. And I think that pickerel I caught, that bite was more out of self-defense than anything, because I think I pretty much dropped it right on his noggin. So I thought maybe a more subtle presentation with the swim bait would get more bites, and that bass seemed to agree with me on that. There's another one. Got it right out of that same spot. It's another largemouth. Switching over to this swim bait sure paid dividends pretty quickly. Probably haven't even taken 10 casts with it yet. And the fish are getting bigger. That's a good sign too. There's a fish. Oh! I think that was a pickerel, because he bit me off. Yep, bit me clean through. Felt like a decent fish too. Alright, well, just gotta tie on another swim bait, that's all. Oh, wow. That fish hit it right at my feet almost. Look at that. It's a nice crappie. Wow, that's a nice crappie. Wow. That's the biggest crappie I've caught in a long time. Guys, I think that is officially a slab. Big fish. All right. Nothing at all wrong with that. Hello. I don't know what that was, but it sounded like a decent sized fish. There he is. I don't know if this is the same fish that just jumped. Nah, can't be. This is a dink. He couldn't have made a splash like that. Little dink pickerel. Maybe this is what that bigger fish was chasing. Who knows? Come on. Where's your grandpa? There's a fish. That's another little bass. He hit it pretty hard. Would have thought he was bigger by the way he hit it, but nope. Just a dinker. Well, everybody, it is dinner time, and I am getting really hungry, so I think that is going to be a wrap for me today. I was worried that I was going to take one on the chin today with the way things started out, but I changed locations, changed my gear, slowed down my retrieve, and I was able to put together a pretty decent catch, all things considered. Especially that crappie, which it really was the biggest crappie that I've caught in several years. So, despite the slow start, I would say that today turned into a very fruitful day on the water. Before I sign off, I want to address what I was discussing at the top of the show about the state and county parks being closed in New Jersey. That decision was a direct result of people not following social distancing guidelines. And as a result, the rest of us have to pay the price for that. So I would beg you guys that if you do go out fishing and if you do go outside, please observe the social distancing rules that have put in place. Because if you don't, you might find that the things that you enjoy doing will start to get taken away from you. And that includes fishing. Don't forget, the state of Washington has put an out-and-out ban on all recreational angling in the state. So the total ban of fishing in the state of New Jersey is not off the table. And if we want to maintain our privileges of being able to go out and fish, we are going to have to follow the rules. So, yes, please, go fishing, enjoy the outdoors, it'll help keep you sane. But be smart and be safe. And thank you for listening to my little rant. Hopefully you took it to heart. And I will see you on the next adventure.